Hello, I'm Azai. Welcome back to Baldr Sky. Dive 2 slash reminiscent, I guess. But yeah, I just woke up. I actually had to coach my friend quite early in the day today. So I was finishing up quite early. I coached him maybe about 10 a.m., right? And we finished off at about 12 p.m. to maybe 12:30. And then I went home, I ate some food, and I was just lounging around and I fell asleep. And then I took a nap. And then here I am at 7:20. The previous day I went bouldering with, a different group of my friends, and my goodness, I have the strength for it, but I definitely don't have the technicalities to do some of the stuff that I have to do. And what I have to say is that my palms hurt like hell. Like a lot of the skin on my palm just ripped off. It made going to the gym actually very excruciating. Heck, just showering because of my ripped off palm skin hurts quite a lot. So yeah, quite interesting. But yeah, as I said, I've been trying to meet up with old friends, right? And these are the group of friends that I've been with that are new, and they're more of the athletic type. So before we went to badminton, and then we were playing board games, and then the next day I did bouldering with them. I thought, how bad could it be? But turns out it's actually pretty damn hard. Like I said, the strength necessary, I have it. But the problem is the fact that it really just hurts my palms. Not to mention the fact that I have very sensitive skin. Like my skin is very, what do you call it? Like not thick. And it sweats quite easily. So even with the chalk, like they can use the chalk and then they're able to do like 2 sessions. Or 2 levels of the bouldering course. But mine would just be gone by the middle part of the first course. So kind of stupid. I'm trying to find something else to see if I can help out my super weak skin. There's supposedly this liquid chalk or whatever that's supposed to be better for wet skin. But yeah, that is something I'm gonna have to find out for Thursday, since we will go bouldering again. They usually go about twice a week. I got the first time 2-week pass for about $20. It was pretty cheap. But after that, it's actually quite expensive because you have to buy daily passes. It's kind of nice though. You get access throughout the whole day for the place. But yeah, let me just do the last episode recap before we start off here. So in the previous episode, we finished off chapter 3 on reminiscent. And yes, we are still not having voices for everyone. I believe chapters 3 was back in July, right? So back in July, it was still summer? No. It should be autumn. Chapter 3 should be autumn. When does autumn start? Is it September? I think it might be September. So September, let me take a look at when September is. So it's here, yeah. So it started off with Shinatsu finding the planes, and we were trying to change the bike. Because, Shinatsu was kind of bummed out during the whole exchange in Autonomous City with Gilbert. And then this is, I believe, when we found out that Nanoha might not be in nano engineering, I believe. Or maybe this is when she found Naoki first. And then they talked about what happened with her parents, but did not really want to say about what happened to us yet. And then this is Rain giving us some food. This is Naoki meeting up with Isao, and they don't really like each other. And then, of course, Sora chimes in, and then Sora talks with Isao about Rain. This is Naoki teaching Nanoha for the nano engineering thing, I guess. Huh. I guess that must mean that we already talked to Nanoha about the fact that she didn't join nano engineering here, and she was joining agriculture. Searching for Makoto. Makoto took, in this one, this is actually quite a new one. She took Ku into, like, Seishu's cyberspace because she found it very, she was sympathetic towards Ku, right? The fact that she was trapped in a space, she couldn't be free, even though she's an AI. What is this one? Dream involving Ko. Okay, this is when, yeah, Sora keeps getting Ku's memories and whatever. Everyone relied on Nanoha, blah blah. Transfer results are posted, but she also still failed. And then Chinatsu lost her position. And then she talked with... did she talk to Isao about it? Sora tells Ko to look for both Nanoha and Chinatsu before leaving. This is Chinatsu's birthday present with Masa. Masa's such a bro. There's something to discuss. This is about the scholarship. Yeah, see? This is all about the scholarship. Blah blah, we already know about this. And then this is when Nanoha actually left the house. She was in Minami-Asaka. And then, yeah, we found Nanoha. We went back, get some cake. This one is a new one. We are going to the festival with Sora. And then, like, I guess, Aki. I don't really care too much about that part. This was also a new one. Naoki, for some reason, was very... I wouldn't call it receptive. I don't know what you'd call this. She was, like, asking for forgiveness to Makoto. So super weird. And then this one, I believe this is after, like, Gilbert was ruining, like, Naoki's presentation at school. And he was, like, punching people. I don't know whether or not they were dead, though. But, yeah, they were bloodied, so at the very least, they passed out. This is... let's see... replicating Ku is impossible. Okay, Aki tells Ko about the secrets of Sora. Or, sorry, about Ku. And why she actually looks like Sora. More lunchboxes. Keeps bringing towards back garden. Okay, we were talking with Ku here. And Sora was very apologetic about the whole, like, oyster thing. Because it gave us food poisoning. This is the first time we went to the lab and saw that Naoki kind of failed. What happened with Assembler? Because there's a mutation. This one is Ko giving or getting, like, the key from Naoki here. But we still don't know what the hell the key is. He just says that somehow someone with the right key will be able to trigger whatever it is that he gave us, right? And this is when Naoki was supposed to be the guy that we treated, but turns out he he treated everyone. Okay, we're talking about Makoto here, about the fact that she was lying about Sora's upbringing. They don't actually have parents, and Sora lost a lot of her, like, childhood memories. This one is us challenging Chinatsu. Yeah, basically what happened at the end of her route during the flashback. About how she doesn't really believe that Ku was actually an AI. And then, yeah, this is on Sarah trying to get rid of Ku because she's giving more problems than actually helping him. Sora besides sleeping Ku, blah blah. Yeah, helps with Chinatsu. She tried to help, but of course she failed. And we talked with Masa, so we had to show everyone Ku anyway. And then at the very end, like, Sora actually resonated with Ku way too much, right? It's got like a feedback loop or whatever. So basically, when they're in a resonance, or when they're feeling the exact same thing, I guess, they multiply the amount of feelings that they have. So it's very bad for Ko, since Sora actually started to accept that she likes Ko, because Ko already likes Ko, right? But yeah. Okay, I explained it too long. My controller died, so I had to turn it on again. But yeah, this is after us finding out that Sora and Ku are resonating quite a lot. No, dude, didn't do anything, Nanoha. She forces a smile. I mean, Ko should definitely understand that he shouldn't have actually touched her. He's very sensitive right now, so Ko is a fucking retard. I feel like the fact that we chose Sora in this game, it's not even the fact that we chose Sora. We're kind of forced to choose her, right? At this point. Because unlike Chinatsu, Sora actively has something that would break her if we don't choose her. No, she doesn't want you to stay. It's not even her own emotions. Ugh. Ko is so garbage. Exactly. I mean, if I were in Ko's shoes, I don't even care about if a human loves me. So why should I care if an AI does so? But like I said, that's my personal emotion, my state of being. Ko is a very different person. There's a reason why I'm never in these situations, right? It's because I am very detached from all of these emotional stuff. Ugh, what a garbage human being though Ko is. Ugh. Yeah, look at this. Like, I really don't like the fact that Ko, just because you don't want her to be hurt right now, so he's doing this sort of action, right? He's not even thinking about her feelings, really, to be fair. I feel like he's being way more egotistical than I am by doing this. How does this even work? Like, my simulacra is already dead. What, you're trying to tell me that she's able to share her senses and her own feelings and multiply it to me? God, this game... I can't deny the fact that some of the stuff that happens in this game just don't have any logical sense. Ugh. Yeah, their situation is basically licking each other's wounds, and I really am not in for that. What, are we going to see Sora again? The cause is unclear? Fuck you. Just shut it down. What do you mean once we're ready? What do you need to do? Ugh. Ugh. So garbage, this part. So very forced. Like, her feeling that was already bad enough and now she's affecting us? God. I mean, I'm someone who, like I said, feelings are something that we can't really understand that well, right? But I have, like, my logic that stops me from feeling emotions that are too out there, you know? This is just how I've lived throughout all my life, and I don't know. This is just something unbelievable that I just can't understand. When your emotion is actually, like, doing things this far, that you can't stop it. Like, for me, sure, emotions can control you for a point in time, but it shouldn't really, you know, it shouldn't really affect you throughout the whole of your day. Maybe you're, like, impulsively doing something because of the emotion, but once you regain control again, you wouldn't think that anymore, right? Well, we know why we didn't choose Chinatsu. Because Korra's retarded. Well, now we know the fact that Ko didn't really like Sora. Now, what do you guys want me to say? I'm supposed to feel bad for Sora all this time? No. Now I feel bad for Chinatsu all this time. What the fuck is going on? Is love the most important thing to humans? Yes! Say yes first so that she knows she made a mistake. Is it really love? I don't know. $12 days. I guess this chapter is actually going to be very short. I thought each chapter was at least going to be about 2 hours. Well, I already knew that this might have been short because it's only 1 month. So that's why on the previous episode I did say that we're gonna try to find our way to the next route first, right? Transforming Mars. So it's been 8 days. Did Chinatsu not talk to us or anything? Like, really? She didn't tell us anything? She didn't mention that Code did not go to her? Or did we not think about Chinatsu at all? Eight days. What the fuck does he even mean probably, man? He clearly said he left Chinatsu back when he was still having control before the howling thing. God, this guy is pissing me off now. This is what I don't like about this romance drama garbage, man. It's so bad. What the? Man, there's a reason why I said that Chinatsu's most likely best girl, dude. That's all she did, really? Yeah, I guess they're actually watching us. Is this actually cause for celebration? Finding out about stuff with Sora just makes me absolutely despise her even more. Holy fuck. You'd think that after actually fixing their fucking brains, they would understand that what they were doing was purely based on, you know, not their own self-control. If you really did, nah, shut the fuck up, Sora. If you were actually an actual good person, you'd say fucking no. Ugh. God, I hate this girl so much. Okay, this is actually the opening. Yeah, the opening dialogue. I guess that girl is Sora, huh? Ugh. Yeah, we should already know the next couple of days after this soon. The only thing we did not know though in December was basically how Ko and Sora got together, right? But yeah, we're gonna be buying the necklace or whatever. Yeah, that pendant. Blah blah, we already know this. He said that so easily to freaking Rain about getting the scholarship thing. And yet he did it so hard for Chinatsu. Could have actually talked on Sarah. Man, the more I learn more about this game, the more I fucking hate Ko, the more I fucking hate Sora, the more I fucking hate everything about these two. You guys deserve each other. You guys are pieces of shit. So. Yeah, this is rain. Ugh. How does anyone like this fucking retard? You might say that Ko is like, you know, full of compassion or whatever, right? I call him full of, I don't know, dumb bricks. Me and Ko, we would never be aligned in our way of thinking. Blah blah, we already know this. Yeah, I don't really care, Rain. We've already seen this, like, I don't know, 50 hours ago. Blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Man, I hate you, Ko. God, this chapter made me hate him so much more than I already do. Man, Rain, you really need to find someone better. This guy's garbage. But that is just how it is when you're a harem protagonist. People just like you for no reason. Or for the wrong reasons. Yeah, I'm like skipping so hard right now because I just don't care. I mean, as I said though, I don't care, and this is already a scene that we've seen. But my god, I just can't stomach fucking Ko. God, this whole chapter is so garbage. Yeah, go give the pendant. Blah blah. Happy blah blah, I don't really care actually, Sora. You know, all this time, you'd think that Ko and Sora's like feelings would be very, very deep, right? But they haven't even dated for a month. What a letdown. That was what it took for Ko to have like such strong feelings that he wanted to like take revenge on her. What a hothead. Well, your hope is not gonna bear fruit, Shinatsu. Your route actually makes me feel even more bad for you. Like he barely even thought about you after what happened. Yeah, shut the fuck up, Sora. Whatever. I'll turn on the voices for you guys if they actually do have sex. Well, for people on Patreon anyway. Don't worry, you guys on YouTube. If you guys share the same amount of hatred I have for both Sora and Ko, you'd be happy that you don't see that garbage scene. You still haven't smashed. Technically, no. Yeah, this is when he's gonna say to not go back, to not go to the lab. Yeah, I guess we're actually not gonna have sex with Sora then. This is when she's gonna turn to the mutation thing. Blah blah, we already saw this in Rain's route. Yeah, truth be told, Sora could have actually got on the train without being like turned into a mutant if she didn't fucking become stupid and bought the wrong tickets. Blah blah. Can't even see what happened to her after she turned into that lump of flesh. Yeah, this is Gungnir. What do you mean 0 days? Isn't that when it fired? I guess it hasn't fired yet. I guess we just blacked out after we saw Sora like that.
Baldr Sky.
Alright, there goes Reminiscent. Do you guys think that I had an enjoyable time reading that? Nope. Now let's actually go to the main story, shall we? God. This game is really testing my patience. Okay, let us go skip this. Figure out the situation. There we go. I guess that's the new... Alright, let me turn back voices again. Right, I gotta remember. Avoiding the jaws of death coming my way, I started arranging what happened thus far. The jamming is so bad I can't see what's on the other side of the monitor. However, I can still hear the deep voice of the person it's trying to display. You don't look as edgy as I thought, Ko, considering you're supposed to be living for vengeance. The morale is high, but... It's not going too well for us. I mean, we're doing better than the usual ragtag squad, but still. Regardless, this is where I'll find them. I finally cornered Drexler. Mr. Kurihara, I'll make you tell me why that tragedy happened.
これからデータベースに潜入する。他の連中はデータベースの守備に当たらせてくれ。
いや、単独のアタックです。お気をつけて。注意、データベースに敵が潜んでいます。警戒してください。
待ち構えていやがった。敵部隊の詳細を送ってくれ、レイン。
少し待ってください。すみません、ジャミングがひどくって。
レイン、レイン、落としてくれ。くそ、まずいな。ここまで通信状態が悪いと。
バンキが墜落。グッド脱出を。
We broke deep into the hideout, but our squad's situation is just getting worse. I want to tell the others to retreat, but I can't because of the jamming. I fucked up. A scattered squad with no means of communication won't hold for long. I myself am completely isolated too. Even so, I gotta keep moving forward if I want to complete this mission.
ドミニオンの機体？俺たちの他に誰かがここを襲撃したっていうのか？
I'm the only one of us who made it this far. Then, who fought the minion here? CDF, or...
おお、懐かしい顔だな。相変わらず気狂い学者どもを追っているのか？
その声、貴様！ジルベルト！どうしてお前がここに？
カドク、南米でくたばったと思っていたのに、いまいましいほどしぶといやつだ。
しぶといのは心情でね。研究者たちはどこにいる？
Guess we're not gonna find out what happened in South America.
あいにくだったな。ここはもう空き家だ。学者どもは逃げ出した後だ。
お前の雇い主がドレクサラー機関をかくまっていたって。
答える義理はないが、まだ少し時間もある。遊んでやろう。認めざるを得んな。貴様は大した凄腕だ。しかしこの数ではどうしようもあるまい。
Let me save just in case we actually need to fight. Yeah, the color makes this... this is most definitely, you know, Makoto, right? It's color-coded, the routes.
くそ、貴様の負けだ、門倉君!
His proud, victorious voice resounds. No, I can't die yet. I steel myself to give my all and break through them. A hypermobile, fairy-like simulacrum. I know this unit. The Minion's priestess. I think I've heard of her. Actually, I just heard that there's an unbelievably good hot dogger in the cult. But I feel she might be the one. Also, I've seen a unit of this type back in my school years. Gilbert and his squad scatter. The white simulacrum faces towards me.
逃げて。ここは危険な場所です。もうすぐ全てが消えてしまう。
She vanishes as fast as she appeared.
あれは一体？
I'm curious, but now it's not the time to think about it. There's stuff I gotta do. I arrive at the deepest part of the database and begin hacking. There's gotta be something about this facility here. Something related to Drexler and Assembler.
注意！聞こえますか？注意！大至急アジトから脱出を。
Alright, go cue the singularity.
自爆装置が作動しています。逃げてください。注意！
ダメだ。手ぶらで帰れるか？レインは先に行け。他の連中と一緒に離脱しろ。
注意！
やっとドレクスラー機関の残党の行方を突き止めて証拠を見つけられそうなんだ。こいつを、このデータを持ち帰らないと、いくつもの犠牲を払ってここまで来た甲斐がなくなっちまう。
端末に接続。データベースよりダウンロード開始。
注意、急いでください。早く、時間がありません。注意。
分かっている。今ダウンロードを始めている。
The terminal sends me the compressed data. If I bring this back and analyze it, then the wait feels unreasonably long. On the edge of my vision, I catch a glimpse of a shining wall screen displaying the currently active program. It's software meant for nanomachine research and development, and it should be included in the archives I'm downloading.
バッドサイエンティストたちめ、一体何を作っていやがったんだ。
I run my hand over the virtual keyboard and finally see some data relating to nanomachines on the screen.
こいつは
I hastily take a look at the signature and see a familiar set of letters. Assembler version 2.27b.
あいつらまたアセンブラを。
警告。識別不明の個体が接近。
I listen to my sensors and turn around, only to see something that surprises me even more.
そんなバカな。
I have no idea how long she's been around, but there's a girl that certainly shouldn't be here. With saddened eyes, she's looking up directly at me. A familiar face, a long, slender, fairy-like body, long hair that sways despite there being no wind. She silently looks up at me from within my sights. My head goes blank, and all I can do is look at her with my eyes open wide.
君は空なのか。
Those words escape my lips. Hearing them fills my own heart with an intense emotion. And yet, all she does is look up at me. Typo?
それとも空なのか。いや、そんなわけないよな。
It can't be Sora, nor can it be Ku. Both of them have been lost for all eternity.
だとすればアーク社のあいつを模した NPC なのか。やっぱりいい趣味とは思えないな。
I'm not about to blame Akira on Sarah, but seeing an object that looks like the one I lost doesn't make me feel good.
趣味。
どうして NPC がここにいるんだ。この構造体の持ち主にここにいるように言われたのか。
私、アーク、誰かの所有物じゃない。
オラなのか。誰のものでもない NPC なんて初めて聞くぞ。
でも、私はここにいる。
自我が芽生えて所有者から逃げ出したとか20世紀の SF みたいなことは言うなよ。
違う。
じゃあ一体なんでこんなところに配置されているんだ。
Wait a sec, something's not right.
自分の意志、選択でここに。
She's actually choosing her words. This most definitely isn't a doll. I know only a single NPC that's as autonomous as this.
君は本当に空じゃないのか。
This whole time we met up with this agent though is very weird because agent always says in all of the routes before this one, before we meet her here, that she was always like doing something for someone else, right? That she doesn't have her own will, and yet she's saying she has a will. And this is very early in the story.
ありえない。空がいないのに空だけが存在できるはずが。
だから、私は違う存在。人形でもない。
だったら君は誰なんだ。
私はエージェント。
She smiles as though she'd been waiting for me to ask that.
注意、お願いですから早く。自爆装置の最終秒読みが始まってしまいました。
ダウンロード完了しました。
ああ、言われなくても。せっかく情報が手に入ったのにこんなところでくたばってたまるもんか。
Alright, I can't waste time just talking here. I kick the ground to go into a dash and pick up the strange girl. Embraced by the metallic arms, the mysterious agent looks at me in surprise.
どうして？
どうもこうもあるか。ここはもうすぐ吹っ飛ぶ。嫌だって言っても連れて逃げるぞ。
でも、基地の自爆は私に効果なし。種別、神経パルス攻撃。
Oh, sorry about that. Shut up, chat too much, and you'll blah. Before I can finish, she suddenly covers her mouth with both hands.
舌を噛むぞってね。
コヒは何ならピコ。
無理に喋るなって。
But man, her slight carelessness strongly reminds me of Sora and Ku. She's like them, but different at the same time. Agent places her finger on her lip and looks at me with curiosity in her eyes.
なんだ今度は。
わからないけど
She's looking for the right words again, trying desperately to express her mind.
けど知っているはず
As she smiles sadly, a single tear runs down her cheek.
知っているはずこれは笑いなのに悲しい
俺に尋ねているのか。
The mysterious girl nods.
警告警告後方で大規模なエネルギー反応衝撃波の到達まであと10 9
A white ball of light shines behind me as a shockwave approaches me. But that heat and wind are just Decker. That explosion is just the trigger for a neural pulse that kills everyone connected.
くしょ逃げきれない。あとは祈るしかないな。無事助かるように君も祈ってくれ。
大丈夫祈る助かる
I throw myself into a hole in the structure and crouch to protect the mysterious girl. A moment later, a gale of white noise sweeps over me, making me feel like my brain's being shaken and my open eyes are being fried. But then, I see something unbelievable. The world isn't moving. Everything I can sense is completely still. The structure is frozen in place as the impact is destroying it.
こりゃ一体
I turn to face the girl, but she's nowhere in sight.
幻覚でも見たのか。いや見続けているのか。
Alright, so far still the same as the flashback we saw. I believe this was back in Chinatsu's route. Whatever it is, I should use it to get to safety. I dash through the frozen world. I'll be able to log out soon. Relief fills my heart, but then the world thaws. The pale light and shockwave ram into my back.
くそ
A violent impact. Powerful vibrations.
ダメか。
The moment the world resumes, my mind freezes as if a breaker in my head was fried. Right. I remember. I wake up from the memory and grasp the situation.
てめえこの野郎。
I kick away the virus charging at me. It falls down on the floor. Man, that was close. I'm lucky I woke up. Smoking remains. Vast inorganic structures as far as the eye can see. A flare cuts through the darkness above. It explodes. The light from it creates an afterimage in my retina. This is a battlefield. I check my equipment. Good. All is as it should be. Alright, my kit should still be the same. But I am in very easy, I believe, so let me at least put this on normal. Yeah, there we go. Suddenly, a simulacrum appears before me.
はい。
応答がないので心配しましたどうやらご無事だったようですね
状況は
施設内に自爆装置が仕掛けられていたので周囲の衝撃で気を失っていたようです
自爆装置。
はい付近の味方の識別信号を出し残っているのは我々だけです
そうか。
しっかりしてください大丈夫ですか
ああめまいを起こしただけだ。機体に損傷はない。部隊の他の連中はどうした。軍曹たちは
注意
付近に味方の識別信号なしって言ってるな。つまりはそういうことか。
I grit my teeth. Damn it, Ko. Save your sentiments for when you're back in reality.
不幸中の幸いはお前が生きていてくれたことだな。
注意を迎えに行こうと前線を離れたおかげで爆破の影響を免れました
また俺たちだけが生き延びたってわけか。悪評を上塗りしちまいそうだな。
その心配はログアウトできてからなさってください
God, I don't like how pompous and cocky Ko sounds, even though he's garbage. Give me a second. I don't know what happened
カチュー
there.
シャです回避を間に合わない捨てて
Rain's metallic unit pushes me down, and a moment later, we're surrounded by explosions. We're showered by debris. The shockwave makes my metal body creak in pain.
まったくおかげで目が覚めたぞ。
敵が接近しています。ひとまずこの場を離れましょう。危険です。
へいはっへいどうした。
どうですか。
振り裂けへい当たれ。
行きます。
Raider.
や
I thought these were actually new because they kind of look
へい
newish, but no, they're not.
やったやったほらへいへいどうした。振り裂けへい当たれへいやった
So nice to have my kid again.
へいはっ振り裂けへい
行きます。
当たれどうしたよしはっ振り裂けへいどうした。レイン敵の布陣をスキャンできるか。
これも不幸中の幸いと言いますか。敵のシュミクラム隊も自爆の影響で壊滅。
どうも自爆じゃないっぽいがな。それから続けてくれレイン。
幸いここから南方に数仮想キロ移動すれば離脱妨害の範囲から脱出できます。
いやそこを目指そう。相手もただでは返してくれそうもないが。
警告敵機出現。
いつの間にこんな近くに。へい焦るなよ。
や
よっどうした。当たれへいへいどう
貫いて。
へい
計算通りで
なぎ倒す。
Oh my god, that's so slow.
敵機無力化しました。
へい
ちょっと激しすぎましたか。や
当たれ
着射出。
へいほら
敵機無力化し
出た振り裂けへいはっ
貫いて。
へい
計算通りです。
Man, it's so bad.
へいやったできた。
I don't even know what part of my combo I'm at.
どうした。
すみません、敵のジャミングに気づけなくて。
気にするな。しかしレインが見落とすなんて珍しいな。
申し訳ありません。
Rain's probably shaken by her squad's death. She's trying to act cool, but I'm well aware of how emotional she really is.
増援を警戒しよう。それとジャミングをかけている敵をなんとか逆探知できないか。
いや、
She closes her eyes and focuses her senses on the net.
虫どもの相手は俺が引き受ける。振り裂けへいへい当たれどうした。ロックへいはっ振り裂けほらどうした。
Man, that's so.
へい
That doesn't go as far as I thought it
当た
would.
れやったまた来るのかレキャッ
The hell? It's actually here.
レキャッどうしたはっどうしたへいレキャッどうした。
Is that it? I think so.
スキャン終了しました。
こっちも害虫駆除は終わった。報告頼む。
敵の後方に式タイプの中型ウイルス1機、アンカーとジャマーを展開。生き延びたウイルスを集結させようとしているようです。
式タイプか。厄介だな。こっちの後ろからついてこられでもすればいつまでもログアウトできなくなりそうだ。ウイルスを集められる前に倒してしまった方が良さそうだな。
ええ、早めに気づいて幸いでした。こちらもジャマーを展開します。
We move to launch a surprise attack on the unit.
さっきデータベースでジルベルトの野郎に遭遇した。
あの男にですか。なぜ反 AI 派のデザイナーズチャイルドであるジルベルトがこんな構造体に。
忘れたのかレイン。南米でもやり合ったろ。あいつも今は電脳将校シュミクラムノリの傭兵だ。
いえ、しかし。
どうも裏があるみたいだな。この施設誰の持ち物なのかよく確かめた方がいい。エディからの情報と食い違っている可能性もある。
どういうことでしょうか。
そいつは離脱後のお楽しみだ。施設から抜き出したデータを調べればきっ とわかることさ。
そうですね。それにそろそろ向こうも我々に気づいたようです。
警告敵機接近。
God, Ko is so pompous. I hate that.
数だけはやたらと多いな。雑魚ばかりだが。
Still, I'm afraid to think of what will happen if they have even more than this. I don't even I can handle hundreds.
前衛を叩いて突破しましょう。敵のサポートはすぐそばにいます。
これ切り裂け、ヘイハッヘッタレヘイ落としたヘイハッやなぎ倒
God
す。
damn it!
どうですか？
Why did that not hit?
敵機無力化しましょ
Thanks, Reina.
ほら
う。どうですか？
タレヘイ
敵機排除。
ハッヘイタレヘイ落としたヘイ
排除。いました。あれが目標です。注意。
こっちも目視した。あいつは俺に任せて、レインは周囲のザコを頼む。
や
ヘイハッ切り裂けヘイタレヘイヘイハッ切り裂けヘイタレ
Man, you're tanky. Why do you have so much HP?
切り裂けヘイヘイタレヘイほらハッハッ切り裂けヘイタレヘイなぎ
Oh,
倒す
come on. It's been so long since I've actually done that.
ヘイハッ切り裂けヘイタレ
Kind of forgot the timing on it.
ヘイハッ切り裂けヘイタレヘイ
Takes forever to kill you, man.
ヘイハッ切り裂けヘイタレヘイほらヘイハッ切り裂けヘイタレヘイ
Like so many combos.
ヘイハッ切り裂けヘイタレ落とした
That thing always counters after each and every time it got knocked down. That's why I always try to somewhat run away.
離脱可能です。
急げダッシュだ他のウイルスが群がってくる前に
や
エイン
ログアウトプロセス起動。
Skip. We've already seen all of it. It's the same opening again. The air around me is still and stale. A sweet scent breaks the damp air.
注意。
What a beautiful voice. I'm pretty sure I know both it and the scent rather well, but
しっかりしてください。注意。後方からシュミグラム多数接近。よかった。気づかれましたか？
あれ俺いつの間に女装したんだ。
もうリアルに戻っていますよ。ここはシティの地下です。
そうだったな。すまん。
I shake my head and revitalize my drowsy brain. It's strangely numb, like there's a mist all over my mind.
仕方がありません。神経パルスの洗礼を浴びたのですから。
無事に戻ってこられただけ幸運か。
I look around. There are soldiers connected to portable consoles. They're the ones who attacked the hideout with me, my comrades.
無事なものは
全員のフラットラインを確認しました。
そうか。クソったれめ。
A weird emptiness fills my heart. I haven't known these guys for long, but that doesn't help much. They all fought by my side and died because of it.
フラットラインした仲間を見送るのは何度目だろうな。
灰色のクリスマス以来、見飽きるほど死体を見たつもりでも、決して慣れることはありません。
You'd be surprised what the human brain is able to adapt to. I place my hand on their eyelids and give them all a brief goodbye.
すまん。不甲斐ない指揮官で
彼らも灰色のクリスマスの犠牲者です。注意が真相を明かすことが一番の弔いになるでしょう。
Rain joins me in saying goodbye to them. When we're both done, she sets an incendiary bomb in the middle of them. We don't want Dominion or CDF to touch their bodies or chips.
すまない。本当はちゃんと弔ってやりたかったんだけどな。
ID を私たちのものとすり替えておきました。これで私たちの KIA が傭兵組合のデータベースに送られるはずです。
少しの間は偽装になるか。学園生時代の俺たちが見たら、なんて冷たい奴らだと怒られてしまいそうだけどな。
More like not cold-hearted enough.
もしこれで立場が逆なら、私も注意も喜んで身代わりになったでしょう。死んでからも喜べるならの話です
が。分かってる。生きながらえたからには、こいつらのためにも、ゴキブリのごとくしぶとく生き残らないとな。
We stand side by side and give them a sentimental salute.
先に行って待っていてくれ。俺たちもいずれそっちに行く。その日まで。
さようなら。本当にお疲れ様でした。
We prepare to cremate them and run out. A few minutes later, we hear an explosion behind us, marking the end of the funeral.
相変わらずひどいもんだな。
The splendid and vivid neon decor gives the area a sense of grandeur. However, the H skyscrapers are covered in graffiti. There's garbage piles all over, and the people look battered and wary of it all. The whole place looks so degenerate. It's somewhat unique in how lively and chaotic it is despite its awful state. The greatest illegal nanofactory in Asia, the base of an armed cult, a tax haven, a data pirate nest. Suzushiro is something else. It's also the place where Drexler and Mr. Kurihara are hiding.
注意。これからどうされますか？
今晩はもう休もう。潜伏先も用意してあることだし。
舞台の部屋の割り当てで揉めずに済んでしまいました。
Wait, so does that mean that our brain chip is not fried in this timeline or what? She smiles
い
sadly.
つまでもそんな話をするのはよそう。それこそあいつらが浮かばれない。それよりも明日からのことを考えるんだ。
やあ。
Rain and I start walking through a reeking town. Soon enough, we reach the hideout we prepared.
いいセンスしているな。本当に。
We're in a cheap, vibrant room with a double bed just as colorful. There's a paneled window in the bath, and the drawers are full of dubious-looking toys. To top it off, there are contraceptives and other drugs in the bedside cabinet.
申し訳ありません。この町で一番プライバシーを保証してくれるのはこの手の施設だそうでして。
謝ることはないよ。気にしないさ。
I reached into the space between the furniture. I saw something moving there and couldn't ignore it. I took it out and it's a small machine. A self-propelled peeping robot to be exact.
やれやれ。寝る前に部屋の点検をもう一度した方が良さそうだ。
ですね。これでは落ち着いて休むこともできません。
Rain grins wryly. In her hand, she's holding a similar machine.
まあ、肝心な話はちゃんとですれば問題はないだろう。
そうですね。
I sigh and sit on the bed. My head still feels somewhat dim. Strangely uneasy, I rub my temple.
しかし残念です。ようやくドレクスラー機関のメンバーに直接接触できそうだったところを。
Shanghai, Khabarovsk. Is that how you say that? Costa Rica, Saudi Arabia. I remember all the places Rain and I fought in. We found hints about where Drexel remnants could be and followed them after them only to have them escape us. Years have passed as this repeated over and over. Mr. Kurihara should be with them.
ここだけの話だけどね。なんかサプライズパーティーみたいなのを先生が企んでいるらしいのよ。
I gotta find him and ask what actually happened then.
連中はまだ鈴代市のどこかにいると信じたい。この短時間でそれほど遠くへは逃亡できないはずだ。ドレクスラーの連中にしろ、それをかくまう奴らにしろ、密造ナノマシンを扱うにあたって鈴代に滞在するメリットを感じているはずだ。
そうですね。注意。構造体のデータベースの情報からは何かつかめたのですか？
案の定というか最悪だ。再びアセンブラを作り始めているらしい。
そうですか。
データを共有するからレインも見てくれないか。
いや、
She closes her eyes as if to taste the data.
予想以上に深刻な事態になっていますね。詳細は分かりませんが、アセンブラは間もなく起動できる形にまで出来上がっているようです。
くそ、構造体を吹っ飛ばすくらいならリアルでアセンブラの存在そのものをこの世から消してくれればよかったのに。しかし何か引っかかるな。測ったようなタイミングでのアジトの爆破、ジルベルトの野郎がいたことという。
問題はドレクスラー機関をかくまっている組織が何を企んでいるのかですね。
We're dealing with the darkness surrounding Drexler. I don't know who's behind them and what their goals are, but it's bound to be dangerous. There's another thing that bothers me though.
気になることといえばレイン。
はい、何でしょうか。
Assuming she wasn't an illusion, the mysterious girl agent might have been important. What was she and why was she there? Not to mention the time-stop phenomenon. Though, that might have been an illusion too. I mean, it's impossible. I tell Rain everything that happened back there.
そんな、信じられません。それこそ注意の脳内チップの異常では。
ならいいんだけどな。その信じられないことを見たのは自爆に巻き込まれる前だ。
What, me surviving a neural pulse attack doesn't satisfy you, Rain, about the fact that that might happen? How else would I have survived that? A sudden, piercing pain in the core of my brain.
大丈夫ですか？注意。
ああ、心配するな。ただの頭痛だ。
疲れているのかもしれません。とりあえず今日は早めに休むことにしましょう。
そうだな。
Rain supports me by my shoulders and helps me get to the bed. I can't sleep. Drexler's hideout, the state of my brain, the mysterious girl. I've got way too many things on my mind.
眠れませんか？注意。
I turn to the source of the chant. Rain's looking at me with concerned eyes.
ああ、まあな。
明日になって具合が良くならなければ医者に診てもらった方がいいかもしれませんね。
Alright, so sing noi. All this time, the chain of events still don't change at all.
しかし、まっとうな医者には見せられない。モグリの医者に脳みそをいじらせるのはゾッとしないな。
大丈夫。ここは闇医療のメッカですから。
I unconsciously reach for her head. The long golden hair flows between my fingers.
注意。
Rain brings herself closer.
おい、レイン。
あまり心配させないでください。注意。
Her voice is shaking lightly. She hangs her head to hide her face and grabs onto my arm.
どうした？お前らしくもない。
注意が神経パルスの攻撃を受けたとき、私も幻覚を見ました。注意がフラットラインするビジョンを。
That's probably the correct timeline. We should have died.
今までいろいろ危ない目に遭ってきたつもりですが、今日ほど恐ろしかった日はありません。
悪かった、レイン。すまんな、心配をかけて。
I become strangely sentimental and comb her hair with my fingers. She lost someone important during Great Christmas. That wound probably began to ache just now. I know how she feels. That's why we've stuck together for so long despite not being a couple.
注意。一緒に泣いていただけると約束してくれましたよね。
Ugh.
ああ、わかっている。
She's inviting me to do it. Overcome by carnal urges, I bring her closer to me. My heart's beating so fast you'd think I'm a virgin. That's definitely not the case, but my head's so hot,
あれ？
As I reach for her clothes, my hands stop. How does this go again? I did this many times, but I can't remember a thing.
注意。
いや、その。
I'm not some inexperienced brat. Strange as it was, I more or less remember my first time with Rain. But was it really my first time? A certain memory comes to mind.
しよっか。
That's Chinatsu. Chinatsu Nagisa, an old friend from school. How far did our relationship go anyway? Crap, I can't even remember when I lost my virginity.
どうかされましたか？
Okay, I guess our memory is still messed up. At least memories of the past.
いや、大したことじゃない。ちょっと服の脱がし方を忘れたんだ。
それでしたら。
あっと、そうじゃなくて、思い出せないんだ。
どういうことです？
なあ、レイン。俺の初体験の相手って確かお前だよな。
Rain distances herself and looks at me with wide eyes.
ええ、そう聞いていましたが、しかし私にも確かなことはわかりませんし。
I mean, considering the chain of events, I'd guess that yeah, it should be you, Rain.
だよな。くそ、どうしてだろう。経験したはずのことが思い出せなくて。
My memories in school are full of holes. Or rather, I know what happened, but it's like I never experienced it myself. I can't picture my own past. Did the neural pulse mess up my chip? Just thinking about it gives me a headache.
記憶が混乱しているのでしょうか。でもきっと一時的なものでしょう。混沌するほどの衝撃を受けたばかりなのですから。
Rain holds my hand in hers to calm me down.
そうだな。一晩休めばきっと。
ええ、注意は何も心配しなくて大丈夫ですから。
Her hands are soft. The sensation makes me sentimental. Rain alone stayed by my side during all these years after I lost Sora. At least I remember that much. There's nothing sweet about our relationship, but that's exactly why I can trust her so much.
レイン、今までいろいろ世話になった。お前がずっとそばにいてくれて、どれほど助けられたかわからない。
何ですか？いきなり。感謝されるようなことでもありません。私にとっても灰色のクリスマスの真相は突き止めたいことなのですから。
しかし、これ以上トレクスラーを追うのは危険かもしれない。一歩間違えれば四面楚歌の状況が待っている。
今さら何を言っているのですか？そのセリフを言うのは数年遅いですよ。
She gives me a warm smile.
最後までお供しますよ。注意。注意がいなければ私は灰色のクリスマスで死んでいたのですから。
もうそんな昔のことは忘れてくれよ。
その命令だけは聞けません。あしからず。
Oh, sorry about that. Surrounded by a pleasant scent and warmth, I slowly drift away into the darkness of sleep. I wake up to see a darting ceiling above me.
お休み中、メールの着信がありました。
Probably Eddie. The mechanical voice ends my train of thought. I open the message and see the portrait of a man with a mohawk.
よー、注意。俺だよ、俺。
This is Jack Eddie, the informant I work with.
注意の推測。ビンゴだったよ。
Shut up, Eddie.
もうちょい詳しいことをつかんこい。
Shut up, Eddie.
どでかい
Shut up, Eddie.
うまいこと言ったら。
Shut up, Eddie.
またいっぱいおごってくれよな。
The message finishes playing, and everything around me falls silent once again. But fuck, I've actually forgotten what my guess was. I'm pretty sure I had him look into something related to the Drexler remnant hideout. The fact that he contacted me he means he found something. Maybe I'll remember if I ask him what it was. I decide to call him back right away.
エディか、さっきのメールの件だが、とりあえず今分かっていることを伝えてくれないか。
おう、注意殿。いいから、これを見てくれよ。
Ah, he's still alive. He should be dead by the end of chapter 3 or 4, I believe. He sends me a data package. It's pretty large, but I take a look at all of it.
アジトを含んだ構造体の持ち主は、名目上はとある中堅会社となってたが、その会社の実態がブートレガーだと分かった。
Yup, he's talking about the hideout we attacked.
その会社の役員が、やれやれ、周囲が調べてた例の男らしい。ま、鈴代市の議員とブートレガーが癒着しているのは当然の秘密なんだからよ。
A Suzushiro council member I was looking into.
その議員とは誰のことだ？
It's probably a stupid question, but I ask anyways.
まあまあ、そうせかすなって。話は順番にしようや、注意殿。だいたい怪しそうな複数の議員たちから絞り込めって指示したのは 注意の方なんだぜ。
そうだったか。忘れてたよ。
冗談言っちゃ困るぜ。まったく。まあいいや。注意。それに関しては、俺が渡したデータを見れば一目瞭然。と言いたいところだが、その業者の役員も複数の議員の連盟だ。確実に一人に絞るには、もう少し証拠がいる。
そうか。でも、そこまでは突き止めたんだな。
I look at the data. Sure enough, there's a list of several pro-AI council members, and it's unlikely they're just people with similar names. One of these might be the one who ordered the destruction of the hideout. Knowing that, it would have to be someone who'd get in trouble if the open secret of his connections to the bootleggers were to get in the spotlight again. It would have to be someone important then. Is Gilbert working for him?
今回は結構危ない橋も渡ったんだぜ。正直、何か見返りが欲しいところだ。いつもの報酬とは別でな。
危ない橋はお互い様じゃないか。俺だってその構造体に潜り込んでドンパチしてきたばかりだ。
ってことは、おい、データベースから金になりそうな情報を引っこ抜けたのかい？
His eyes open wide. Man, he wants it real bad. It makes me grin.
エディへの特別報酬としてもこいつを渡すわけにはいかないな。命がけで得た情報だ。高すぎる。
Bargaining 101. A merc can't sell himself for cheap.
そこがそれ。ギブアンドテイクってやつだ。俺に情報を預ければ利子がつくのは確実だ。
どうしようかな。
ドレクスラー機関の噂となれば、犬のクソの切れっ端だってそれなりの値段で取引できそうなもんだぜ。
じゃあ犬のクソを丸々プレゼントしようか。
I go to the data I got from the hideout. Hiding the parts about assembler, I sent a harmless bit of info to him.
へえ、こいつはいいな。汎用ナノマシンの設計にしても、エリート学者様の書くコードはすごいもんだ。
気に入ったか。そんなに気に入ったならあちこちに見せて回るのはどうだ。
そいつのいいかもしれねえな。エビでタイを釣るってやつだ。しかしまあ、俺も灰色のクリスマスを生き残った身として、商売抜きであいつらが何をしてたか興味があるんだ。なんつうか、害のない実用的なナノを作ってくれるといいんだけどな。
Oh, I know. If only I could feel the same way.
すまねえな、注意。
いや、いいんだ。とにかく続けて残りの調べをつけてくれ。
ああ、根性入れて早めにやっとくぜ。何しろ、統合政府がいよいよゴートを送り込んできたからな。
I mean, you should be out of that place, Eddie. You were dead in all of the other routes.
ゴート、そういやどこかのニュースで聞いたな。ゴートの文献体が鈴代市に駐留することになったって。
ゴートの一部は強権だ。ドミニオン教団討伐を名目に CDF の仕事のやり方にもあれこれ口を出しやがるかもしれない。CDF に目こぼししてもらってる俺らとしては、そうなるといろいろやりにくくなっちまうからな。だってんじゃ早速始めるからよ。
あ、頼んだぞ。
Ending the call, I heave a sigh. I'm this close to finally catching Drexler, but now there's a chance I might get caught up in another war.
ゴート、ドミニオン、鈴代市議会と CDF。さて、この先どう動けばいいのやら。
Right as I begin to think, Mr. Kurihara's words come to mind.
時には初心に戻ることが必要だ。思考をリセットし、始めた頃の思いに身を浸す。それがなすべきことを教えてくれるものだ。
Sorry about that. Thought I muted the mic. It's weird. Though I feel he has betrayed me, I often remember his words and use them for guidance.
俺も初心に戻ってみるか。
I'm close to the final battle, so it might be good to revisit the time it all began. Needless to say, my current life began because of this despair from losing Sora into school. I feel like picturing the things I saw then would shock some of my lost memories back into me.
となればレインをどうするかだよな。
Rain. She's the girl I brought back from Great Christmas. I was in such a bad mental state that I actually thought she was Sora and brought her back from the hellish wasteland. She felt indebted to me and stayed by my side ever since. She also lost someone important to her, and she's yet to fully recover from it. In a way, we're just licking each other's wounds. As close as we are physically, we're not even close to being a couple. Watching her sleep, I remember the day our relationship began.
私一生かけてあなたに償いますから。
That was no lie. She's been a loyal partner to me ever since. That's exactly why I don't want her to die. I hope she would recover while we were wondering a bit.
今までありがとう、レイン。
We're gonna leave her?
お前は怒るかもしれないが、こうするのは前から決めていたんだ。
I gently stroke her head, careful not to wake her up.
早くいい男を見つけろよ。お前みたいな女なら必ずいい相手が見つかるから。
I gently kiss her head and leave the hotel. Give me 1 second here, guys. Let me just charge my phone real quick. And I'm back. Sorry about that. A light impact makes me open my eyes. The first things I see are a cheap-looking seat and a dirty sheet. All I hear are the sounds of a train passing the joints in the tracks.
そうか。いつの間にか眠っちまってたのか。
I look outside and see nothing but ruins and wastelands. Years have passed since Great Christmas, yet there's no sign of any sort of restoration.
アキネ、元気でやってるかな。
I suddenly feel nostalgic. Of course I would. I haven't seen her since that fateful day.
あれ？どうして俺ずっとアキネに会ってなかったんだろうな。
I guess what happened after we got the neural pulse was the fact that we got our emotions back, quote unquote. Was I avoiding her? I feel like I had a reason, but shit, my memory's an actual mess. As I try to remember, I'm attacked by another piercing headache.
やっぱりこりゃあいつの言う通り医者に見せた方が良かったか。レインか。
She seems to have called me many times while I was asleep. My contact history is basically buried by her name.
今頃怒ってるだろうな。
まもなく終点倉浜駅。
And finally, I'm at Hell's Gate. I pick up my stuff and take a deep breath. I walk out through the station's ticket barrier and just stand in place. I knew what I'd see here, but it still makes me feel like shit. The only buildings here are the station and a few barracks, and they're all rush jobs. There's a fence right outside the station, and everything beyond it is just wastelands and ruins. There are the remains of Kurahama. The city that's so dear to our hearts is gone forever. The holes in my memories make the pain from back then all that much stronger. The emptiness and sense of loss in my heart are so heavy I can't even cry.
門倉こう注意ね。
I turn around and see a woman. Hair cut short, a sensual smile, an air reminiscent of panthers. I'm quite sure I know who this is.
お久しぶりね、コウ君。いえ、今は門倉注意と呼ぶべき？
Suddenly, it all comes back to me. I met her when I was a brat. My dad brought her home once. Young me didn't like it at all. I couldn't help but wonder about their relationship.
シゼル少尉でしたっけ？
あら、覚えていてくれたのね。今はシゼル少佐よ。
そうですか。昇進おめでとうございます。
I casually salute her and watch her expression. Why is she here? What does she want from me?
でも感慨深いわね。あの時の坊やが今や注意殿とはね。
それを言うなら少佐殿こそ。驚きました。昔と全然変わっていませんね。
褒め言葉と受け取っておくわ。そうね。 説明してあげるからついてきなさい。
She walks off without even waiting for my response. So without rain, we're not going to be able to actually, win against her. Major Shizzle leads me to a small forest.
あなたの部隊全滅したみたいね。
She's so on the mark, I freeze in surprise.
傭兵集めがやけにスムーズに運んだと思わない？あの中にはフェンリルの手配した兵士も混じっていたのよ。あまり私たちやお父様の人脈をなめないことね。この国の傭兵には私たちの仲間やお友達がたくさんいるのだから。
要は俺の作戦がフェンリルには筒抜けだったと。
そうね。君たちの動向は監視させてもらっていたわ。部隊の任務、目標、そして
部隊の全滅を知っているということは、俺たちが戦死を偽装したのもバレていたわけですか。
レイン、君の部下は優秀だけど、我々フェンリルにも腕の立つサポートがいるわ。
いつからフェンリルは俺たちを張っていたんです？
君たちが鈴代市入りしてからよ。私たちもあそこでの作戦任務を予定していろいろ調査していたのよ。
なるほどね。つまり俺がドレクスラー機関の残党を追っていると知っていたから俺を見張っていたと。
そういうことね。
フェンリルがなぜ奴らを？誰かの依頼ですか？
それが知りたければフェンリルに入隊なさい。大佐、あなたのお父様もそれを望んでいるわ。
本題はそれか。
本当に話が早くて助かるわ。そう、あなたの身柄は門倉運輸が保護してあげる。望むなら可愛い相棒も一緒にね。
それはなんともご丁寧に。素直にうなずくような俺だと思います。
でも自分を取り巻く状況は分かっているでしょ。
ええ、まあ
この先鈴代市全体を巻き込む戦争が起これば個人の思惑などどうしようもなくなってしまう。
分かっていますよ。それ
君のパイロットとしての腕と今まで得た情報は我々も評価している。君の部下ともども野に迷わせるには惜しい。君が個人としてのたれ死ぬなら止めないが、二人が兵士として生きたいなら我々と来なさい。
Shit, that wording's just unfair. If I refuse, it'll sound like I'm abandoning Rain. However, I don't want to involve her in stuff my dad has a hand in.
俺のことを評価していると言いましたね、さっき。本当ですか？
ええ。
俺としては直接腕前を見てほしいんですが、今ここでよろしいですか？
私に決闘を挑むつもり？
Alright, let's go. Actual duel, please, Shizzle.
このまま格闘でやり合うつもりはありませんよ。あくまで俺の本業は趣味クラムです。
いいわ、やりましょう。リミッターオフでの趣味クラム戦。それならば君でも私と勝負になるでしょう。
She's provoking me. But if I get mad now, it seemed like I lost before the battle even
フ
began.
ェンリルに頼らなくても俺は自分の腕一本でやっていける。それをこれから証明してやりますよ、シゼルさん。
I'm gonna do things my own way.
少佐と呼びなさい。戦う以上は手加減できないからそのつもりで。門倉こう注意。
I watch her close her eyes and initiate the dive process.
いい顔をしているわね。さすが大佐の息子さんだけのことはある。
俺とウイルスを戦わせておいて、その間にログアウトしてリアルボディを襲うなんてのは勘弁してくださいよ。
分かったわ。
Okay, at least we say it directly now. After so many rats, she's done the same. Her eyes gleam, making a chill go down my spine. It feels like she's revealing her true, panther-like nature.
私も話し合いよりこっちの方が性に合ってるの。正直そういうの嫌いじゃないわ。
そりゃよかった。じゃあ小細工抜きでさっさと勝負をつけませんか？
そうね。ハンデはなしよ、坊
Don't
や。
worry, you're a normal shizzle.
坊やはやめてくれませんか？少佐。
言われたくなければ実力で黙らせることね。覚悟はいいか？オープンコンバット。
Her voice there. You guys heard that, right?
これだけの腕前がありながら。注意。前の所属部隊を抜けてど
What do
れ
you
く
mean
ら
a
いになる？
waste of skill?
ああ、覚えちゃいませんよ、そんなこと。
評判が悪いぞ、注意。パイロットの腕前は評価されて
Man,
いる
she
が、
already has a full,
ただ
like,
それだけ
gauge.
だ。
公平連中の間での評判なんて多少悪かろうが勲章みたいなもんでしょ。
だが今の君はゲリラやテロリストに等しい。
Oh my
私ら
god.
のところに来い。
I'm so bad
軍
at
隊にいてこそ兵隊だ。
doing this. Oops. When was the last time we fought Chisel? I don't even remember her attacks, really, for the most part.
捕らえた。あ
And that
あ、こ
hurts.
れで当たるものか。
Jesus. She really punishes you for not like attacking her during, you know, like when she's actually done with all her attacks. Guess I'll just attack her during,
行くぞ。
yeah, whenever she's red
任務を続行す
is when you probably want to attack her.
る。戦場の厳しさを思い知れ。この間合い。うかつだな。
Two more bars, but not looking good on my HP.
甘いぞ。この程度では終わらんよ。とっとっ
HP not looking good here.
とっ当たるものか。
I guess this is actually a good place for me to hide. Yeah, this like pillar thing. Can always wait until she's done doing her thing and then, you know, just finish up.
行くぞ。
Oh,
行くぞ。
ah, shit. That was a good chance for me to do something to her there. If I actually responded and attacked them. Like so. Still not a good buy though, sadly. Yeah, look at how bad my
まだ
combo
決
is.
着はついていない。
So garbage.
少しは聞いただろう。
Oh, come on.
とっとっ行くぞ。 右見つけた。
This is gonna be pretty close, Shizzle.
この間合い。うかて。うわ
So stupid. That was so long.
私も焼きが回ったな。1対1で負けるなんて。
I didn't hold back at all, but she's still alive. And though she's badly hurt, she stands tall and proud and looks directly at me.
後の話はリアルに戻ってからにしよう。
I definitely took a beating like very early in the fight though. Major Shizzle vanishes. She didn't voice her pain even once. Man, she's tough. As I prepare to log out, I see something brush past the edge of my vision. How long was she there?
君はあの時の
エージェント。
The cool-like girl nods.
無事だったのか。君は爆発に巻き込まれなかったのか。
うん。
She smiles somewhat proudly. It makes her look even more like Ku. Calm down, Ku. There's many things you gotta ask her, but first...
君の ID を調べてもいいかな。
うんうん。
She nods, clearly showing that she wants me to do it. Knowing her ID won't help me understand what she is, but still... I look into it and the number I see is... XN812 X4R S0001 AN79. It's the same as Ku's.
どうして。
同じ番号。
いや、同じなのはわかるけど、どうして。
なぜなら、空、生きてる。
言ってる意味がよくわからないぞ。どうしてそうなるんだよ。
Is the existence of an NPC exactly like Ku really enough reason to assume Sora's alive? What should I believe? To what extent? Is she even trustworthy? Sure, she has Ku's ID, but I can't even be sure if she's really an NPC.
とりあえず、それ、伝えたかった。
I see. So I finally lost it. I'm just seeing things I want to see now.
どうやら相当の重傷だ。やはり一度専門家に見てもらった方がいいな。
信じられない。なら、誠に聞く。
She suddenly pouts.
誠って、誠ちゃんのことか。今、彼女がどうしているのか知ってるのか。
By the time I finish the question, Agent's already gone. Chibi Shizzle Shore.
遅かったな。
I log out to find Major Shizzle waiting for me.
いろいろとありましてね。
I'm still somewhat perplexed.
黙って女を待たせるものじゃない。
申し訳ありません。
For now, I'll just forget about Agent. No amount of thinking will help understand her.
勝負は俺の勝ちです。今後は俺の好きに行動して構いませんね。
ああ、好きにしろ。だが、死んでいった部下の後追いをすることだけは許さん。
そんなつもりはないですよ。
どうだから。目的を果たすためには神風をも厭わない。
少佐の思い違いですよ。俺
God,
はも
you're
う
so slow, Shizzle. Sorry about that.
無茶をやって誰かを悲しませたりはしない。
君がそう思っても、君の部下はそう思っていないようだが。
She looks at the ticket ahead.
お二人とも、動かないでください。
Out of it comes Rain, carefully pointing a gun at Major Shizzle's forehead.
どうしてお前がここにいる。
あなたがどこに向かったのかくらい察しがつきます。私が何年あなたのそばにいたと思っているのですか？
She replies, gun still in hand. I can tell she's mad. Her tone is even colder than usual.
参ったよ。降参だ、レイン。
なぜ黙って出て行ったりしたのですか？
理由を言って出ていけると思うか？
私はどんな状況でもお供すると言ったではありませんか。
だからだよ。お前はついてきてくれるだろうさ。そんなお前を死なせるわけにはいかないんだよ。
注意。
俺のような無能な指揮官でも虫けらほどの責任感はあるんだ。一緒に戦ってくれる部下をもう父に追いやりたくはない。
注意。私は勝手に死んだりしません。死んだらサポートができませんから。
She lowers her gun and walks up to me.
お前は神風も腹切りも嫌いだもんな。
ええ。ですから注意もしなせません。私がそばにいるのはそのためだと思ってください。
Rain grasps my hand and smiles. Her expression is calming, but her eyes are painfully serious.
第一、意地が悪いです。注意。事件の真相は私にとっても人事ではありません。
そうだな。お前も灰色のクリスマスで大切な人を亡くしているんだもんな。
私の求める答えは注意と同じです。それを見つけなければこの先を進むことができません。
Her smile touches a weaker side of me, and I can't think of an answer.
いい部下を持ったな。彼女のためにも よく考えてくれないか。大佐、君の父上と話をしてくれ。それで納得できなければ、もう我々は引き止めたりしない。
It's true that I can't wage war on my own. I'd be heading straight to my death, and Rain would go down with me. If that happens, everything I did to catch Drexler would be rendered meaningless. It'd be like spitting on the graves of those who died for the cause. But
考えさせてください。
joining that PMC would severely limit my freedom. I don't think it's easy for a leash dog to find the truth.
わかった。これ以上の無理強いはすまい。我々は鈴代市のアークにいる。気が変わったらいつでも来い。
Major Shizzle turns around and leaves.
注意。
Rain's glare is harsher than a million words.
悪かった。
I bow my head. I was stupid to think I could do anything on my own.
私を置いていかないでください。どうか私を必要としてくださいませ。
Oh, my controller is dead. I'm all out of battery. Guess I gotta play with my mouse. Hopefully there's no more battles anymore.
ああ。俺はお前がいないと何もできないのかもな。お詫びに何でも一つ言うことを聞くよ。
She responds to my right grin with a smile of her own.
ならば注意。これから付き合っていただきます。
付き合う？どこへ？
お医者様です。
Looking proud and victorious, she stands next to me and we start walking to the station. Alright, Noi. Do your thing to me. We'll probably do a bit more here because we are just barely making it to the 2-hour mark. So I guess once we get to Noi and do a couple more events, we're probably gonna call it an episode. We arrive at Suzushiro and Rain starts leading me somewhere. We take a bunch of twists and turns and end up in a filthy back alley. Everywhere we go, the walls are covered in graffiti, and there's a sour stench emanating from the deserted street corners.
レイン。俺たちは病院へ向かっているんだよな。
もちろんです。しかし今の状況では正式な医療機関にはかかれませんから。
つまりこんな界隈を根城にしているようなモグリの医者が頼りってわけか。
モグリの医者ですが腕前は抜群の先生ですよ。ネットに記録を残さず診療してくれますし。
You know, Noi doesn't really have any significance to the plot so far, to be fair. So maybe we might actually see more relevance to what she does.
ブレストオプニックにはありがたい先生なわけだ。
ご心配なく。腕に定評があるからこそこんな場所に引きこもっていられるのです。
引きこもるにしても場所を選べばいいのに。で、その先生とやらはどんなやつなんだ？
通称ドクターの医療費は高額ですが、どんな手術でもしてくれるとか。私も直接会ったことはありませんが。
ドクターのいいね。俺も噂には聞いたことがあったけど、まさか自分がそこに行く羽目になるとはな。
ちゃんと調べておきました。注意を今のままの状態で放っておくことはできませんから。
まったく頼りになるサポートだぜ。
お褒めいただきありがとうございます。
Rain suddenly stops in place.
着きましたよ。注意。
I follow her gaze and see an over-decorated display window. There's animal bustiers and chain bondage goods, among other things, all of which belong in an adult shop.
おい、何か間違えてないか？どう見てもここは病院じゃないぞ。
趣味と実益を兼ねているんだ。あまり人の趣味にケチをつけてほしくはないのだろうな。
Upon hearing a lispy voice, I turn around to find a young girl, dressed in black, staring warily at us. Give me a sec. There we go. I was trying to charge my keyboard too. Her frilly dress is so out of place on these filthy streets, it's kinda hard to look at.
君は？
注意。この方が例のお医者様、ドクターノイです。
このお嬢さんがか？
何がお嬢さんだ。言っておくが、年齢は君より上だ。
She grimaces as hard as she can. She's cute and lovely, but there's not a hint of childishness in her eyes or expression.
失礼 礼しました、ドクターノイ。実はあなたにお願いしたいことがありまして。
私は正規の医者じゃない。だからドクターは結構だ。申し訳ないが一元の客はお断りしているんだ。それに外見で人を判断する輩は嫌いだ。
いえ、別にそんなつもりじゃ。
第一金は払えるのかね。言っておくが診察料は高いぞ。
ノイさん、
それなら門倉光の名前で傭兵斡旋協会のデータベースで調べてみてください。
門倉だと。
After shooting me a glance, Noe's eyes start darting around the place. It's as if she's reading something in midair. As far as mercs go, I'm pretty accomplished. I had to do lots of missions to fund my hunt for Drexler.
ふむ、なるほどね。
But I doubt she's actually... yeah. I doubt she actually cares about our achievements.
フェンリルは親父を知ってるんですか？
まあ、あそこのメンツには個人的にいくらか関わりがあってな。
She grins in a way that doesn't suit her appearance whatsoever.
そうか。確かに君なら取りっぱぐれはなさそうだな。面白いな。気に入ったよ。入りたまえ。
Noe gives me a slap on my back and walks into her distasteful shop. I wonder what exactly she found amusing. Rain grasps my arm and drags me inside. Priestess. I guess we're gonna go see Makoto soon.
医療施設の割には随分と風変わりなインテリアですね。
趣味と実益。一応はカモフラージュが目的ということにしておこうか。さあ、こっちに来たまえ。
In the back of what seemed to be an antique adult goods store is a modern clinic.
で、処置してほしいのは何かね。彼女連れということはやはりあちら方面か？
いや、俺とレインはそんな関係じゃなくて。
ならば擬態化がお望みかね。ちょうど今ならバイオの掘り出し物があるのだが。
With a twisted smile, she points at a water tank installed at the back of the room, wriggling about it in a soft phallic creature.
今流行のギミックだよ。
Is it supposed to like change my dick into that?
こんなものを移植するのが流行っているのか？
ああ、どんなにツンと済ました女性でもこれにかかれば可愛い声で泣くこと受け合いだ。
Noe gives me a suggestive smile, and I end up looking in Rain's direction.
先生、真面目にやっていただけますか？
分かっている。ちょっと彼をからかっただけだ。で、要件は？
彼のブレインチップの修復措置です。引き受けてくれますね。
頭がいかれたのか。しかしそれならまっとうな病院へ行けばどうかね。ここでの治療には保険が効かないぞ。
I can pay. Rain doesn't respond.
どうも訳ありのようだな。いいだろう。言い訳は後で聞く。そこにかけたまえ。早速診察を始めようか。
Noe makes me sit in a medical console and plugs in a neurojack. After examining me for a while, she finally opens her mouth.
先生、注意の具合は？
すごいな、これは。脳内チップの安全装置に救われたな。
え？
論理爆弾かブラックアイスか手段はわからんが、とにかく仮想で過負荷を受けて本当。おかげで脳細胞の身代わりに脳内チップが破損したというところか？
はい、ロジックボムです。我々の部隊は私と彼を除いて全滅しました。
Dr. Noe, or just Noe, seems to be as good as the rumor says she is. As I sit there impressed, she slaps my ass.
君は運がいい。チップの特性が違っていたら君はフラットライン確定だったな。
そんなに損傷がひどいんですか？俺の頭。
My chip is actually damaged. How the fuck am I still using my internet? You know?
ああ、ブレインチップは反対している。しかし脳細胞はおかげで無事だったようだ。
I guess something else actually controls the fact that we, you know, are 24/7 plugged into the internet. She projects some images on the wall monitor. Sadly, I have no idea what any of it means.
君のチップは安全装置付きなんだ。脳にかかるべき負担をチップの安全装置が受け止め、君を守った。
それでチップは反壊し、そのショックで記憶障害が発生したと。
Things are way worse than I thought. Brain chips are more or less integrated with the brain. If mine was destroyed, I thought my brain escaped completely unscathed.
唐突にめまいがしたり、俺の記憶がところどころ抜け落ちているのはそういうことだったんですね。
君は技術の進歩に感謝すべきだ。かつて脳内チップの修復には外科手術と長期のリハビリが必要だった。今はこいつが短期間でケリをつけてくれる。
Yeah, nanomachines, whatever. Saying that she picks up a jet syringe and loads it with some suspicious capsule.
それは
医療用ナノマシン。微小のマシン群が君のチップと脳細胞を修復し、記憶素行処置を実現する。
ナノマシンで記憶障害を治せるんですか？
先月千葉シティから届いたエッジテクだ。ちょうど誰かに試してみたかったところだよ。
ちょっと待った。試してみたかったって。
大丈夫。正式な認可を受けていないだけで人体実験。もとい臨床試験は済んでいる。
おいおい、そんな。
Before I can voice my objections, the syringe is stuck in my neck, and I hear it emptying its contents into me. So we're out of flashbacks, so I guess we're not gonna see any more flashbacks at this point.
完了。すぐに効果の現れるはずだ。
気分はいかがですか？
別に。いや、ちょっと頭がほてってきたような。
My head burns up the very next moment, and my eyes lose focus, almost like I'm drunk out of my wits. Countless nanomachines just must be running around in my brain right now. Just thinking about it makes me sick.
19世紀半ばまではいい医者の条件とは足を1秒でも早く切り落とすことだった。当時はまだ麻酔が存在しなかったからな。
God bless anesthesia. Noi's voice feels strangely distant. Something aching to sleepiness takes over my mind.
その後麻酔の登場で安全に患部を切り開くことが可能になった。そしてナノマシンの登場で患部を切り開かずとも選択的に細胞を修復したり破壊することが可能になった。
手術無用なのはありがたいけど、やっぱりなんか気味が悪いな。
Rain holds my hand tight. Her touch makes me let out a sigh.
リラックスしたまえ。さあ、ダイブをするときのように落ち着いて。
Even as I listen to her, my consciousness begins to fade away. Those tiny insects are messing with my brain cells.
君はこれからセンスフォローを見るように自分の記憶を追体験することになる。さあ、目を閉じて。君はナノに導かれ、自分の記憶にダイブするんだ。
I do as I'm told. But I can still feel something bright closing in on me.
グーテライズ。
And so, my world is engulfed in light. I guess after this, we're gonna regain all of our
気がつ
memories?
いたかね。
Okay, Noi, this is where I'm actually gonna have to call it an episode, though. On the next episode, I'm probably gonna be, like, muting most of the voices again till we get to the new parts. But should mostly be about half the episode or maybe even just 30 minutes. Depends on how long it is, actually, once we get to the new parts. So far, the events are not the same, but it's just like a slight divergence in the sequence of events, right? We actually contacting Eddie first, we meeting up with Shizzle first, and then we still go meet up with Noi right here. So, even though there are slight changes, a lot of the times, it's just very, very small changes, you know? Alright, let me just go back to save number 1 here. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be where I call it an episode. So, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Give this video a like if you guys like it. Sub if you guys haven't. Patreon to beginning these episodes early access along with everything uncensored. Though I'm pretty thankful that I don't have to sit through like a Sora 8 scene right now because I would have been like, oh my god, this is so painful. And also, for people on YouTube that aren't on Patreon just yet, feel free to become a free member because that's gonna be where I put first episode previews of future playthroughs. Okay, with that said, I'm gonna call this an episode, guys. I will see you on the next one.